Punk, hold on, let me come in. And we are here for you. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out? We talk about relationships, trending topics, hip hop, black culture, politics. Sometimes whatever we want to talk about, we talk about. Punk, how you feeling today?
I'm groovy.
Good, love that.
How you feeling, JuSo?
I'm doing good, and we are going back to weekly. We have agreed to go back weekly, so we will be back weekly. We're going to try to run it up. We're going to try to run TikTok up. Hopefully, we could get a check soon from this shit. Production is just about paid off. We're going to be start cutting these checks next. All right, let's go. But how you feel about you just heard the quick verse from Papoose, Justin 50. I don't have the backstory, but I just want to know how you feel about the verse first. How did you feel about the little clip?
I want to know I'm trying to figure out why he coming at him, but
okay,
no,
but
the verse was hot. So,
musically.
yeah, the verse was hot.
Mm-hmm.
It was weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I could pull up a little topic here. We never talked about that, but I don't even know if you even cared about that. Actually, I really don't. That dude with the involuntary tics doing that award show.
You saying, do I care about it in a sense of like
speaking about it? Are you? So here's the topic. If you want to,
I did post it on social media. You saying about the dude with Tourette's?
Yeah, let me intro it. John Davidson's involuntary tics from his Tourette's syndrome causes a stir when he yells out a racial slur as Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo are on stage presenting an award. The controversy here, though, right, is that the award was on tape delay. So they were on a 2-hour tape delay, meaning that they can edit out what they need to edit out. And they did make edits to the tape delay, but for some reason they chose to leave these outbursts in. That was my issue with the situation. It wasn't really about the guy with the Tourette's syndrome or anything of that. Why did the people in charge allow that slur to be left in when other things were cut out? Mm-hmm. Other things were edited out. As a person that edits a podcast, it's not hard to edit out bad words. I mean, it's time consuming, but if you're, a multi-million-dollar company, I'm pretty sure you can hire some professionals to do it. So that was just my standpoint of it. Why leave it in if it's a 2-hour tape delay?
They don't really care about us. I don't think, it's just same shit, different day. We see this over and over again.
Punk, do they not really care about us, or do they care about us too much? Because did they do this for our reaction? Do you think that? Because to me, it seems intentional. Like, not caring about us, it slipped your mind. You were so oblivious to it that you didn't even know it. That would be not caring about us. But to me, it feels intentional. To me, it feels like you care about us that much. Like we're that much on your mind, or we control culture that much. We control the narrative that much that let's leave it in to gaslight them so we can get a stir, so our award show can get some coverage, because this was the biggest thing coming out of the award show, from that award show. I don't even know the name of that award show. And I'm not going to even give it its props, because if y'all doing stuff like that, you don't even need no more promotion. Like,
in that sense, I think they're one and the same, because I'm like, they don't care about us. They don't care about how shit affect us, what they do. It's like, oh, well, and obviously they don't care enough that they don't care if it affects us at all, to let it be out there.
Or backlash.
Right. They don't care about the backlash, and it's just shit, we know this already, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like, now what? We know this already. We know that's how a lot of, you know, some of the world still operate. We're like a loved culture and hated culture at the same time, because we're imitated so much, but
nobody wants to
but
really
hated
be
at the
us.
same time. You know, like, you know, it's nobody wants to be in our position, and then everybody wants our help, you know, with shit. So
Do you see any scenario to where that company just missed those edits?
no.
Me neither.
And then, I mean, it'll go kind of with you know, they'll do the, like, people with special needs have, like, you know, they'll try to spin it as if, well, freedom, I don't want to say freedom of speech, but you know what I'm saying? It's like they'll act like they're catering to one thing while not caring if they're damaging another thing. And being a person that work with people with special needs and mental health issues, like, still for somebody with Tourette's to yell out that word in I don't want to say the appropriate moment, but he didn't yell it out when it was non-black people on stage, you know. So that's still like a learned thing. They don't just yell out, you know, like, you still know it's still like a learned thing. And no, you can't necessarily control, like, those tics, but the association had to come from somewhere. So, and the thought process that we can't control or change certain things, it's like, no, you can't, but you can relearn behaviors and things like that. So just working in that area, we see it all the time. You know, we get kids, adults that are like, we're being told they're like this and this is how they are, but you know, they end up leaving and they're not that same way. You know, like, not that they don't still have issues, but you can see the work and the growth from having being constantly kind of pushed in the right direction, you know, or told how to control certain things or how to deal with your reactions or your emotions, and, you know, but that's another topic.
There's two things I want to just to wrap this one up. One thing I didn't like, I don't like when, okay, because the black community feels away, feels hurt by it, outraged by it, then that means that we're automatically against the disabled community. Like, right. I hate the pitting of the two. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I feel was intentional. Like, it's almost like who do we want to disrespect? You know what I'm saying? Like, which one do we?
Right.
And that's like that's a messed up way to think about it, but it's just.
And then the second thing I wanted to speak on, just kind of with your statement where they have to learn that from somewhere. I get that, but I think it's also just kind of part of society, right? Because like, even if I had the disability and my intentions were good, I still know history, I still know society. So maybe in my mind, the first thing that pops up is, man, I hope I don't have a tic to where I get blurt out the N-word. You get what I'm saying? But if I can't control tics, you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'm still gonna blurt it out. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I'm still gonna nervously blurt it out, knowing that I don't want to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's still like, why in that moment? You know what I'm saying? Because there's been probably white people on stage. You know, why blurt it out in a moment that is two black people on stage? You
don't understand what I'm saying, where the nervousness of it might come into play into somebody. Like, this is the last thing I want to do. But, and then, like, it's this moment to where, oh, if I do it in this moment, this would be the most work. You know what I'm saying? Like almost a nervousness into triggering it, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Every people triggers are different, so I don't want to say like no, yes or no, because people triggers are different. But I like to believe that if you're kind of thinking about not doing it all that time and you've been controlling it, what stopped you from controlling it in that moment? Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
I can see that.
You've already been thinking about doing it. So if you was that nervous about doing it, why it ain't came out already? It's, you still have to associate it with something, and then you know what I'm saying, it didn't. But people triggers are everybody's triggers are different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I could see a situation to where it's just like I was meaning to do that.
Yeah, I could feel that if it came out 7 times throughout the show, and
right.
You probably been.
But what if he did blurt out something derogatory towards Jews, and they cut it out, and we just don't know?
So then that's
what I'm saying?
But that's still the same issue of like, why is it? If you've been holding on to not do it, why are you doing it and in the perfect moment? You know what I'm saying? Like,
actually, we should watch the movie that this guy. The movie was about him. This John, what was his name? Let me pull him up real quick. John Davidson. Maybe we should watch this movie. Maybe we'll gain some more insight about Tourette's and how that works out. But let's move on to something else. Let's jump on to something else here. Let's listen to this one here.
Should women have male friends in a relationship? I believe that it is so inappropriate for a woman to have a one-on-one, or a man to have a one-on-one relationship outside of your partnership. But you are subconsciously, I don't even know if and ladies, where am I? Kenny, ladies, I don't know if you know this, but when you tell your man that you are not willing to let go of any of the males that you've had, what you're actually saying to him is those men are more important than him. So the one man that's supposed to be at the peak of your life, that's supposed to be the foundation of the marriage that you guys could possibly build, you're telling him that these other frivolous men are more important, whether they've been in your life for your whole life or not. It is a respect thing. If you don't respect your man, just say that. Why would a man choose you? Why would a man choose you if you choose other men in front of him?
That's crazy, because why would you choose another man in front of your man? You can have friends of the opposite.
Okay. Bunk.
What up?
Do male friends cross boundaries? Does women having male friends cross boundaries? And vice versa. Does men having women friends cross boundaries?
I don't think neither one has to cross boundaries unless the two people want boundaries to be crossed. But I do,
generally speaking,
yeah. But I do understand her standpoint of like telling your significant other, "I'm not gonna stop talking to this person," is coming off like you're putting them, before your significant other. So, which really. Yeah, it's not a cool thing. But then, like, some people just controlling. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want you talking to nobody. Like, they'll close you off from everybody, just to kind of have that control. And that ain't healthy either. Like, I just hate the whole narrative of, like, men and women can't be friends, because I got female friends that I've never had any sexual interaction with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we just friends, been friends 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one of them people that feel like little baby calling me, feel like men and women can't be friends. But I do think that they should kind of be known in the door. Definitely should meet and be, you know, I should be able to meet your male friend. You know what I'm saying? And if I get a weird vibe off of them, you should respect that. You know, like, but
that's what I wanted to ask you. Does a friendship change once your friend has a new partner, a new not just a new serious partner? Like, okay, they choosing each other and they rocking.
it has to.
Okay.
Because I mean, when you single, like, you probably have more time, so you can spend more time with your friends, just in general. You know, whether that's your male or female friends, like, you just got more time. So, usually you get in a relationship, y'all spending more time together. You got another person to think about. You know, your every day outside, if you feel like it is not the same, it's like, oh, let me see, you know, maybe she want me in the house, or, you know, want to spend some time. So
right,
it has to change. Yeah, it got to change.
Yeah, I agree. I want to do a story time too, but this is always my stance on it. Like, if that's truly your friend, or if I'm really your friend, your happiness is more important than our friendship to me, because a partner, they're gonna give you that everyday happiness. You're gonna make a family with that
every day.
Huh?
My ass ain't there.
And I'm not there every day. Y'all gonna build a life together. Y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, have kids together. Y'all gonna have a home together. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm even possibly tampering with that, even 1%, I have to step back. And like I said, that relationship, the way that relationship looks, has to transform a little bit. Long time ago, my early 20s, I had a friend. We were just thick as thieves, you know, female friend, thick as thieves, like, and you know, no sexual, nothing, no physical intimacy, nothing like that. Just cool individuals, you know, just a close friend, to the point where she'll give me her car, like, I could drive her car, like, you know what I'm saying? I had the keys to her place, like, but no funny, nothing. But once she got a man, he came in looking like, what is this? Like, no, that just ain't your friend. Like, no, oh, he taking advantage of you and all of this, you know, and blah blah blah. And it's just like, no, we just cool. Like, we literally just bond and have great conversations and the great energy. Like, it's never been anything sexual. It's always been platonic. Like, you know, but once he came into the picture and I saw, like, okay, this is what she really wants. Like, this isn't just some random dude that she's just kind of talking to. She's pursuing this dude. No matter what I think about him and no matter how I feel about him, I have to graciously step back and let her find her happiness, because her happiness is more important than, you know, how close our friendship is. You get what I'm saying? So just a little quick story time. But I feel like it's like you said, of course, all of our topics are going to end with every individual scenario is different. Yes, we know that. We're speaking generally. We got to give something general for people to go off of, you know. In general, yeah, once somebody is connected to somebody, you got to, in my opinion, you got to step back as a friend just a little bit. Or, like you said, it's got to change.
Yeah.
All right. We got ya. I'm going straight off the TikTok because I ain't waste. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see. Same lady here too. Let's see. Let's get her name. What was her name on this one? It's giving podcast. Okay, that was one, but I don't know if that's her podcast. But I've seen her on tonight's conversation before. Oh yeah, same one. Okay, cool. So you got some good topics. We biting your topics. Deal with it. Where is my sound at?
Learn from your vantage point. Monogamy. To unlearn from your vantage point. Monogamy. It's fake. I think. What's the number one thing that we need to unlearn from your vantage point? Monogamy. It's fake. I think when it comes to romantic partnership, the expectations on our partners are unrealistic. Why do you think that? Like, because of how we operate in every other relationship, right? So we have multiple friends. We have multiple, sometimes siblings. We come out with two parents if your daddy ain't abandoned you. You know what I mean? But you have multiple people that serve as this, as this, whatever the relationship is. Yeah. But when we go to romantic partnership, the expectations of them to answer immediately, which we don't do even at our jobs sometimes. We said we're gonna wait it out a little bit. Why can't your partner have a couple hours to himself? Yeah. Creating space for yourself. You want space, but no. When in romantic partnership, you're supposed to be all up under the person. You want to be in their skin. This idea of how we operate with our romantic partners, to me, is just not a healthy concept of what it looks like to have a healthy relationship with another person. And then I also believe that this idea of a soulmate, staying with one person for the rest of your life and nobody else. What? That don't even sound like fun. Don't we want to live? We only got one life.
Mute that. Punk. Comments, opinions, concerns.
Just reading the thing, it say monogamy is fake. I think monogamy is real, but I think that's for the people that want to be monogamous. I do think that it's something that has been like, it's a taught thing, like pretty much everything. I don't think it's really our culture. Probably not even most cultures. Like everything in the world operates kind of on a free, like a free spirit kind of thing, except for us humans. But I think in the next 50 years, people going to be talking about polygamy like it's a normal thing, you know? Like,
you don't think that's here now?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying as far as being legal and like where people don't feel ashamed about it or where, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still people that's like, they don't want people in their business. It's not a lot of neos out here, you know, and women that's just okay with saying like, okay, we all, you know, whatever. So yeah,
I think the newer generation, the younger generation, they more fluid in that way of more poly or more.
Yeah, I think they're
non-monogamous,
but I think it's still a little. I don't want to say secretive, but like you're still not just seeing like people on dates, and it's a it's more than just a 1-2 people type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Like we're not just seeing it being normalized as we like to do with everything. But I think in the next like within 50 years, it's gonna be like it's a normal thing. And I don't know, I'm not saying that's to each his own at the end of the day. Like, I don't even think that it's not all sex related, to me. Like the way it's supposed to be set up is just, we just look at it as just a sexual thing, and it's not just about the sex part.
You want to expound with us about?
I just think it's just part of the village thing. Like at the end of the day, it's no way every woman can have their own man. Like they just outnumber us by a ridiculous amount. You know what I'm saying? So and we not even talking about homosexual people or people locked up or now people
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not even talking about all of that. So just in the naturalness of like man, woman, they already outnumber us by a crazy amount. So it's like, even if one man marry one woman, it's still like, you know, if that's 1,000,000 to 1,000,000, it's still like 5,000,000 of y'all without a man. It's like virtually, statistically, number wise, kind of impossible.
Can I ask a real question? If you wanted to just go deep, if we would just, you know, go on a deeper level, do you think that was intentional? Like, why is that? Do you think that's intentional? Like, why is? But I think that'd be interesting to look up on TikTok right now.
Why is there more women in the world than
men?
Like,
why is that? Why? What would be the reason for, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, whether you don't believe in whether you think we are here in a simulated computer chip? Why in this thing that we're in, life, whatever you want to call it, is there just that much of an outnumbered, or women outnumber men that much?
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, they the life source, so it would make sense for them to kind of outnumber us. Like, you know, life gets created inside of them, so the more of them,
I like that answer. I like that.
Able to create.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I cut you off there. What did you say?
Good. No, you know, just the more of them, the more life we should be able to create. You know, one of us could. Never mind. No, like, you know, one man one can get a number of women pregnant at one time. You know what I'm saying? And they can't carry, you know, but
hold on, okay, now let's just keep it general. Like, geek out with me for a second. I know you Mr. Cool. Geek out with me for a second. Is that God's emergency plan? If things went down, God, whatever you believe, the mechanism, the matrix, anything, is that the emergency plan? Like, if some shit went down, all we need is one. If we could get this thing right back started.
I mean, it was kind of always the plan, even if you saying like, you know, I don't like talking religion, but
no,
you know, that was kind of the concept with the whole. With the arc thing, you know, if all we need is them two, you know,
but we ain't talking about them two. We talk about why the outnumberance of women to men. We ain't talking about you just need one and two.
Look, I'm
talking about that, how you said, even if we got 1,000,000 men to marry 1,000,000 women, you still got 5,000,000 women without a husband. That's what we talk about, and that's why I wanted to get deeper. Why is that? I want to ask TikTok, and then I want to ask TikTok real quick and see what we find. Let's see. I want to ask AI, but AI gonna give me too much stuff.
They're gonna give you a bunch.
You get what I'm saying? They're gonna give me a whole, you know. I don't need all of that. Okay. No, sorry.
That's kind of crazy. Like, a man really could get a female pregnant every day. That's like really insane.
I want to get some. I want to see something that like has some traction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just see something that. Yeah, I might have to go to AI. I'm glad we ain't live. I'm gonna go to ChatGTP. Actually, we need to go to Gemini. I heard we boycotting ChatGTP.
Wow.
They on some Epstein stuff or something. Hold on, let me. No, they ain't in the files. I think like they're supporting something. Some people that we ain't supporting on a general human tip. That's all I'm gonna leave it like that. Why do women outnumber?
And what platform is this?
This is Google,
Google.
Gemini. Well, they're AI mode, but that's just Gemini. Okay, it says globally women do not outnumber men. In fact, there are slightly more men than women with approximately 101. See, hold on. 101 to 102 males for every 100 females as of 2021. However, the perception that women outnumber men by so much often arises because women significantly outnumber men in older age groups in specific regions like Europe and North America. Interesting.
So that's just a Europe and North American thing.
I'm not. That's what we're getting. Let me go to ChatGTP, see what they say. All right, keep it basic. Do women outnumber men? Yes, globally, men slightly outnumber women, but it depends on where you look. According to the United Nations, men 50.4% of the world population, women 49.6%. That means there are about 102 men for every 100 women worldwide. In the United States, the situation is actually opposite. Women 50.5% and men 49.5%. What? Whoa! We doing research here on Save It for the Booth. What's going on? Okay. Where did this misconception come from? All right. The idea that women outnumber men became popular because of the mix of history, media, messaging, and dating culture. Not because the numbers actually supported it. Here are the biggest reasons the misconception spread. Post-war population imbalances. After major wars like World War I, World War II, millions of men died, especially in Europe. For a while, there were far more women than men in some countries. Governments and media talked about the surplus women problem, and that idea stuck culturally even after populations balanced out. Media narratives about single women, books. Okay. Wow. Learning something new on the booth. Let's go.
Men just really not fucking with y'all like that. That's crazy.
Here goes Pug. Here goes Pug. Whoa.
You telling me the ratio really is like 1-to-1?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
So y'all really be sleeping with the same men? Because why these men got all these multiple baby mamas? That's crazy. And y'all can have y'all own man. That changed a lot.
Wow. Little research on the booth today. Nice. I love that.
We can't even run with the men just got so many options because we can't even run with that no more.
Nope.
So now why people not getting chose?
Research in the booth. We got our title. Episode 18. Last 3 episodes been episode 18. But we on track now. 18. Booth. He's in the booth. Wow. Like that. See? I like that. Digging a little deeper. Finding out things. All right. Next joint? Or we was off that one?
Yeah.
We was off that one? Okay. Go back to what we got here. I don't know if that's a funny one. Okay. I thought this one was a little interesting. Let's see.
Smash, crack, kill, hit, fuck, crush, smash. Why are you always violent against women? Like, why can't you even make love? Hold. Always obsessed with being violent against women. Like, why can't you even make love? Hold. Care. Everything is related to violence with y'all.
All right. All right. So, okay. So, hold on. Let's break it down before you go off. Because I know you about to do your thing. All right. Besides the last part that she said, I thought that was kind of interesting that why when we do, okay, this is like a grown man speaking about like us from the past. You get what I'm saying? Like coming up when you engage in sexual relations with a girl, you know, with a woman, whatever. Why we use these terms of crack, snipe, kill, you know? Why? Now, if she adding a little extra sauce at the end, I'm going to let you deal with that, okay? She added a little sauce about us. That was extra. But I thought the first point that she was trying to make, I thought that was interesting.
That we violent towards women because we use those terms, or just
no? Why do we use those? Why do we use those violent terms to describe having sex with a woman for the first time, or you don't even got to be the first time. Just why is that the terminology? Why is it that energy? Why is it that
learned behavior?
Okay,
the shit that
that's what
is what we hear growing up. Is that's the lingo at the time. Essentially, those are a bunch of words they got used for the word sex at some point, and people just reuse them. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than somebody saying I'm going to take a shit, but they really going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a word.
It's language.
It's language. Yeah, I do. I mean. Who even whatever. It's just language to me. Like, Who really... I'm not sitting there thinking like, oh, I'm being violent towards a woman because I said I'm finna go crack. What? Like, huh? Like, I don't know. Why? I don't know. They just want us to be so... so violent.
Okay, well, now speak to the second part. I was trying to compartmentalize the first part. Speak to the whole, because
it's hard to compartmentalize because I really feel like that's the whole basis of what she's saying. It's like I'm gonna list off all these aggressive sounding words, and then I'm gonna say that men don't like women because we just want to be aggressive towards women. Like we'll literally use the word, oh yeah, I cracked, knowing damn well we just made love. However y'all want to call it, it was some sensual shit. But we just said the word crack. It don't mean that it was violent. Like, why do y'all have to do that? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's just along those lines of like somebody clutching their purse. You know, it's like, why everything gotta be violent from us? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's It's words. It's terminology. Like,
He said clutching a purse, Karen behavior.
yeah, I mean, because it's just why we always got to be looked at like we violent and aggressive. Like, it's just a word. You know what I'm saying? When you having sex with your man, is he beating on you? Probably not, but he probably told his boys he cracked last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you, like, why do you want to even do that? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to put that, like, the negativity, the violent part? Like, just, I don't know. It's like we be having enough issues already without them picking at little shit like that. Like, come on now. It's just terminology, it's words.
No, I get you. Yeah, the little song. I feel like it could be like a good conversation, like in a nice way to maybe let's learn some new, let's learn a new way of doing things and looking at each other and communicating with each other and communicating about each other. You get what I'm saying? But when she throw that sauce at the end, when she start throwing that sauce at the end, make it kind of hard to be receptive of the message if there is like a real message or an intent for a message to be there or a message to be received.
Because truth be told, some females like being talked to like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what about the women that like you to respond to them or, you know, talk to them in that way? Or it's just like
manly energy.
Yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And all men don't talk like that. You know, like all men don't talk like that. I know women think like all men gossip and talk about you know what they doing. It's no, like we don't.
I really think that's a younger type of thing. Like maybe personality. I think it's maybe personality, but I think younger it was more accepted. You know, it was more of a social thing, of a kind of competitive. Honestly, if we're gonna have an honest conversation, more of a competitive thing. Oh, I cracked, or you know what I'm saying? That's
we used to do. I don't know. I don't really feel like we used to do that. So I guess I'm kind of drawing a blank. Like I don't know.
You've known people that's done that though. You've had friends that. You know, I'm just saying, like that freshman year of college. That's what I'm saying. Young, you know, I'm talking young, high school. That freshman year of college. That you know,
I definitely got homies that you know, but
kept score. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's some immature shit. It definitely is some immature shit. But I think that's more of when you use that type of terminology. Grown men ain't walking around. Oh yeah, I smashed shorty. Like, if they are, they are. But
and it's just terminology. It's just words. It's just terminology. Like, you know damn well the behavior during those moments ain't aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So why are you even putting that with that?
And if they are aggressive, if it's consensual,
then that's their thing. You know,
that's
so
what they
again,
want to do.
Why are you trying to put that on? Like, damn, it's like we ain't got enough to deal with without somebody else calling us aggressive for something else. We already angry and aggressive all the time as it is. Like, damn.
Supposedly,
we can't even have our lingo to our boys. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's and she's literally saying that when y'all talking to y'all,
right? So when y'all are in your space, when you're in your space, why are you speaking
but
your language?
But it's okay for them to call each other bitch, but we can't.
Right, because that's them in their space.
But now you in our space asking us why we use the word crack. Like, or, you know, like, let us have our... Man, it's just always something. Always. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't messing with them. I ain't talking to let's do like one more and wrap it up.
For sure with the shits.
First, is it anything trending right now that'll be
besides politics?
Yeah, no, we ain't doing a politics. We ain't doing a tics. It was trending. Oh, do you wanna speak on any Bears? I don't know if you've been keeping up with any of the free agency stuff.
I did see we got a new center.
We have a new center from the Patriots.
Looks solid from what I kind of read up about him. Didn't give up no sacks last year, no penalties either, something like that. So sounds pretty solid. And he played next to one of our linemen in college, so they might have some chemistry already.
Oh, he played next to Darnell Wright?
I don't know if it was right, but
is he do you know if he's an older guy or?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But one of our linemen he played next to in college.
Okay.
So
well, he's the center, so that's Jonah Jackson then, because he's next to Joe Tooney and Jonah Jackson.
Tooney.
So Tooney. Oh, so
Yeah,
Tooney. Cool. Joe Tooney then.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
They should have some chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the DJ Moore trade was like
DJ Moore. Yeah, he gone.
So y'all finna hate me, right? I'm not saying
No.
I liked it
No.
because I did like DJ Moore. I do like DJ Moore, but I liked it in the sense of he's getting older. We got a 2nd round pick.
Mm-hmm.
We could get another burden, in the 2nd round or something. Or
They did that for money though, bro. They cleared. He was making
Right.
$44 million.
Yeah, and we still got a 2nd round pick this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think it was a bad trade. Like
Not
how
at
much
all.
better is DJ Moore getting? He not getting no better. You know what I'm saying? And
I think that trade works out for both teams
I know,
though,
absolutely.
because
they got a good player that's gonna come and perform, and yeah,
DJ Moore is a dog. Like
Absolutely.
I love DJ Moore. He's a beast. He's a dog. Him and Caleb never really clicked fully to what we potential, like in our potential, what we thought it would be. But they had great moments. They made some great moments this last season. So shout out to DJ Moore. He gonna be with Josh Allen over there. So he's still gonna prosper. What I loved about DJ Moore is something that you can't teach: toughness.
Yeah.
You like that man to get hurt, and guess what? He coming back in the game. He's coming back, and he gonna play to the best of his ability. I know it was like some issues at the end of the season where some people feel like he gave up on a route. Maybe he didn't know what route it was. It's a new system. Who knows? But guess what? He gave us one of the best memories in Chicago Bears history since maybe a Devin Hester run back. You know what I'm saying? Like that play against Green Bay, beating them. That catch over the bro. DJ, you got my respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You got my respect.
Sure.
I rock with you, man. But the Bears did do what they had to do because they had to make some cap space. And did they just sign a new left tackle? Bears are okay. Let me hear this real quick.
Linebacker Alex.
A quick Bears yap.
Oh, this what I want to.
Saw some people on Twitter.
A quick Bears yap session about Wednesday the 11th real quick. If you don't know, free agency officially starts on the 11th. The Bears' biggest need to fix in free agency is left tackle. I believe the cement.
Okay, so we haven't got a left tackle.
According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Chicago Bears are predicted to go after linebacker Alex Anzalone in free agency. The veteran linebacker played for the New Orleans.
So yeah,
The only thing we did is picked up Garrett Bradbury and traded DJ Moore.
Okay, cool. Oh, we let go with Tremaine Edwards. Edmonds, sorry, Tremaine Edmonds. Salute to him. It's Chicago, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm looking for I'm looking for a lot of
This man played 5 years and retired on a.
Oh yeah, man.
And got up out of the.
So man, personally, I had to just respect it and walk the bang. But as a fan, what's going on? We just signed you. We thinking our line is solid. Like, okay, the only thing we gotta address on our line is left tackle, and then this came out of nowhere.
Luckily, something
Dahlman.
came out of nowhere for us to fill that gap.
Yes,
already.
yes, and shout out to Pose. Pose has been doing his thing. His draft last year was immaculate, bro. We have to give Pose his props on his draft.
We need a running back.
Mononga,
I like Mononga, but is he the guy?
we don't know. He just was a rookie, and he was playing number 2 behind Swift. I like our running back room. We got a veteran because I like how Swift runs. He has some patience about him, and he comes through in big moments. And I love Monongai following behind him. I love the 1-2 punch we got right now, bro. I don't think we mess with that. I think we find more talent throughout the draft type situation if you want to address running back, and I'm talking later rounds, 7th round pick, like how we found Mononga. Like,
yeah, I don't want to draft that late no running back. I'm not. No, I like Mononga, right? I actually think like he actually is pretty good, but. Well, I guess we gotta see. See what he produced into.
1 year, bro.
Yeah, see what he produced into. Like, I really like Mononga, but is he gonna be like a star running back?
I think he can be.
Okay.
I think he can be, man. Let's give these players time to develop, man. And being with the same coach, yes, the system's gonna change because, of course, that's how Ben Johnson's gonna address it. You know. He's going to be changing things around. But the comfortability of the coach, the system, going to the same place every day, your core players being the same. Of course, players come and go, but your core players being the same. That's going to make a huge difference next season. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But
I think we're going to be real good.
Yep.
I just think at some point we're going to need a dynamic running back.
I think our concerns,
unless we really gonna be like,
I don't think that's where our issues at, bro.
I don't think that's where our issues is at, but I think we gonna need that at some point. I don't think that's where our issues at.
I think Mononga can turn into that.
If that's the case,
I think he could turn into that.
If we're gonna look like Gibbs and Montgomery, then cool. Okay, you know what I'm saying, but. If it's going to look like the beginning of the season last year, which I'm hoping not, because the end of the season was like, our running game, the shit. Like we rushing for over 150 yards a game. All right, cool, if that's what it's going to look like.
But you got to give the beginning of the season some grace.
Yeah, new coaching staff, new offensive line, new players. Like, yeah, for sure. I'm just hoping it look more like the end of the season all next year, you know what I'm saying, consistently. So, bro,
it's really we gotta address the defensive line as well, man.
That's the first thing we need.
We have to address the defensive line. I don't want to. I hope you don't get mad. I don't want to bust your bubble, but Ryan Poles has said and he has proven in the past that he is going best player available. So I don't want you getting mad when I'm texting you on draft day. I don't want you getting mad if Ryan Poles done picked a linebacker or he done picked a safety or he done picked
I think we need all of those though. We definitely need linebackers.
Okay, but are you gonna get mad if he pick another tight end? First round?
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
I'm just letting you know with Poles, it can have he's going best. He's going best
you
available.
Trade the pick or something. But you don't.
I agree with that.
We already had Komet. It's not like he was a trash tight end. Komet was like he's a solid tight end, still proven to be. And it's not like he old. You know what I'm saying? Then we go and get Loveland. Unless you finna draft a tight end and run Loveland on the outside or on the slide like Evans
a big
from Tampa Bay, a big wide receiver. Which he fast as hell. They say he running wide receiver speeds and he like 6'7" or something. You know what I'm saying? So unless that's what you gonna do, I don't see why we would draft a tight end like early.
I'm just letting you know, Post say he's going best available. Whoever's there, if they the best available player, that's who he's going with.
Unless you really saying you gonna run a Dunzy, Burden, Loveland, and then if you just got a tight end in the first round again, like and him at tight end.
Bro, when he went tight end wide receiver last draft, I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, me too.
We need defense. What are we doing? And the season did prove that we did need defense, but I'm glad that he went best available because Loveland is going to be a star as long as he stay healthy. Of course, it's the NFL. Everybody gets hurt, but
Burden too, I think.
And Luther, big Luther, not the little one. He is going to be a star. These two guys are going to be. He's electric.
He's shifty. He makes people miss.
He has an insane twitch that everybody doesn't have. All right, man. Let's wrap this one up, man.
Are we wrapping up on the Bears?
Oh, you want another one?
No, I mean we can, but if we wrapping up on the Bears, it's all good.
You sounded disappointed there. I could go good. Let's go. Let's get one more. You got one more?
Yeah.
You cool? You got stuff to do.
Do one more.
Okay,
cool. I got stuff to do, but we could do one more.
Okay, let's do one more real quick. Yeah. Hey, man. That was some good Bears talk, man. That was definitely some good Bears talk.
They just better win a Super Bowl before they do some dumb shit and move. But nah, you did see that Illinois came back with a little tax break and shit and all of that for the Arlington Heights plan.
Okay, yeah, so yeah. Because last time we spoke, it was a lot of Indiana talk, I believe. I don't know. Hold on, did we talk about that on the pod?
We talked about
that. Because you were saying that you wasn't gonna be too. It was a lot of Indy talk last time. I thought it was gonna be the Hammond Bears.
We wasn't. They was gonna be the Hammond Bears or whatever they is.
Yeah, so hopefully they get it together.
I wasn't gonna have a football team no more.
Man, the Bears want to be in Illinois, but Illinois got to play right. The Bears got to play right. Both sides got to play right. Like
mostly Illinois. Y'all always fucking somebody on taxes.
Absolutely.
Like, y'all gonna make a whole lot of money with the stadium. Like just being there. Absolutely. Like, cut it out. Stop being greedy.
Yeah, but the Bears probably being greedy. Yeah, I'm sure both sides are fighting for what they want.
I don't know if the Bears are being greedy. If I'm telling y'all I'm finna pay $200 million to build a stadium, like I'm already spending money.
I thought they said $2 billion.
$2 billion. I'm just throwing out a number.
I think they said it was committed $2 billion.
$2 billion on the stadium, and y'all want me to pay $500 million in taxes? No, like come on, now.
How am I supposed to run a business like that?
You know how much money I'm about to make, y'all?
How am I supposed to run a business like that?
We leaving y'all a real nice stadium over there at Soldier Field that y'all already have concerts and all of that. That like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that they've been maintaining and upkeep
that we've been, or
at least paying and contributing to doing
and all of that stuff. Like, come on now. Y'all finna make that however many millions it was they wanted. Y'all gonna make that money so quick, like. Just agreed.
Let's find one more topic over here. See what I've been looking at. Oh, I did have one topic that I wanted to go over.
TikTok?
No. This is just one I wanted to go over. Men's relationships and friendships get complicated when women are entered into the equation. Just my quick synopsis on it. I think in the true friendships, I think this is true. I think this can be true, right? I think this is something that us as men have to navigate, and by navigating it, we have to communicate with each other, and we have to be self-aware. We have to be able to accept criticism. We have to be able to accept accountability, just because when women get involved with things as far as with men, it's just something natural that's happening. It's just something natural. It's part of like being a human being. It's part of nature. It's instinct. It's innate. You get what I'm saying? So I think sometimes we have to navigate that, navigate feelings, navigate how we operate and move, right? When we were young, it was a group of friends, a group of guys, right? And sometimes we would have like round table talks with each other. And usually it was like about something that one of the guys did that was we deemed unacceptable, foul, just maybe that friend is not aware of something, lacking, maybe that friend is ignorant about something or need to be told about a situation that may be sensitive, and that's kind of what I mean, like when women get involved, some people end up liking the same people, how do we navigate that? Or sometimes people like somebody, but it's not reciprocated, but then your friend might like that person and then that energy is reciprocated. How do you deal with that? How do you navigate that? And I think communication is the best way to kind of navigate these things, because friendships can end over situations when it comes to dealing with women. Wars have started over women. You get what I'm saying? Like, when these rappers want to get at each other and attack each other, it's through women. So I don't know. What do you think? I know I'm kind of babbling. It's the end of the pod. Maybe ain't nobody listening by now. But what you think about this, Pug? What do you think
about women making men relationships messy and complicated?
Yeah, that's just that wasn't exactly how I worded the topic, but yeah.
Nah. I don't think women make men relationships complicated.
Or friendships.
I think the lack of communication makes it complicated, because there's like not much that could go on with like, it's just a lack of communication, and then you have to know I'm assuming your friends, right? Like, I know I got a buddy, he says wild shit, but I also know he don't mean no harm when he just say wild shit. I don't want to say not. He means to say wild shit, but do he mean it? No. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or, but he just says wild shit, but there is a chance that he could cross a barrier not knowing that he's crossing a boundary. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's where the communication is like, yeah, bro, I don't think you meant that, but that shit was weird to me. Like, you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and then if you're friends, that won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I just be whatever. I just be bull, talking. It wasn't nothing like that. But if you aren't, it's a conversation. Mm-hmm. To me, that's like really the issue is the communication. If you don't communicate about nothing, shit, no, the person don't even know if something bothered you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it don't really matter who it's dealing with, but to say that it's just like about people of the opposite sex, or in our case, like a woman being involved. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. And as far as the like, this woman like you or don't like you and like your friend and all of that, like, we already know the game of kind of like, you don't have to want who wants you, right? But it's gonna be easier for you to get who wants you. And if somebody don't want you, what it matter who else they want? If they want your friend or whatever, like, unless y'all done had like sexual interactions, or like you was in love with this person, y'all was deep, like, what it matter? You know what I'm saying? And if it's a conversation, it should be a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I know y'all used to talk, like, what up with that? Was it that, or it wasn't nothing? Cause she shooting or I'm shooting, or what up? It's still a conversation. But me personally, I don't even. If you touched her, I don't want her anyway. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if my homie done had sex with a chick, I don't want to use the word cracked or nothing like that. Nah, let me stop.
Yeah, right. I don't use them derogatory terms. Made passionate love to.
Let me go into my Shakespeare. But yeah, you know, if my homie done had sex with a chick, I'm not even looking at her like that. And it's like me and my homies don't even typically like the same women. So I don't know. I just can't see why that would be some type of issue, you know?
Yeah. Everybody's boundary is different on that. You know what I'm saying?
But
like
we can't control who people like. You know?
Yeah.
So
right.
that's kind of like
that's
talked to this chick 10 years ago, and now we was 22 and now we 40. We whole different humans and shit. Y'all, it wasn't that deep, but it's like, oh no, you shouldn't talk to her because
22 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, when is that what's my only boundary be like, if there's somebody I really rocked with. Actually, I don't even have that no more. It's like my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like whoever was
right.
an ex in the past, like if one of the guys like, oh, you care if I talk? No. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause what the fuck I got to do with that? Like, I don't care. You know.
But we do have younger people listening too, though, that don't have that 20-year gap, 15-year, even 10-year
don't be
gap.
Smashing the homie's girl. That's weird.
Yeah. There you go. Let's give it to
That's weird.
Yeah, it's too many. It's too many women.
And
too many women.
Shows some type
we
of
would say we would say they outnumber us, but we got the facts on that one.
I think that just shows some type of envy or something, like when you chasing after or you smashing your homie's girl, like you want your homie life or you want the chicks he want, like, nah, be your own person, like mess with your, you know what I'm saying? But I just never thought that was cool.
Yeah, not me either. No, I'm too sensitive. So I'm definitely gonna be in my fees about it. So I ain't even gonna act. I ain't gonna touch what you had. Don't touch what I done had. But like you said, on the older tip, like we've been. So basically, it's our wives. Like outside of that,
like if me and my wife was to get divorced, I would expect that none of my homies would never talk to her, in that type of way.
Out of just weirdness, right? But what if, like,
no,
60,
no,
65,
no,
and you remarried,
no, no. Period.
Let's end this conversation before I get blocked. I be blocked. Shit. You got any final thoughts?
Hell no, I'm not for real. Just gonna keep living life. Shit. I'm gonna let y'all hear my TED style talk I had to do.
Okay.
It got it got played, went public, I guess, or whatever now. So I can kind of let the world hear it or whatever.
You gonna do it live for us?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I'll let it play though.
Okay.
Like I sent you the video.
Yeah, send me the clip one more time. I'll attach it to the pod or something.
Yeah, but outside of that, family, grind mode, keep working. Want
to promote any businesses or anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool. We grinding. Fuck, we'll be back next week. We grinding.
For sure.
All right, peace.